1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Action. Okay, what is up guys? Fahan here with Zah once again, and today we have a very special guest, celebrity chef. I'm sure you guys know him. He's been featured on Channel 5, Suria,
TikTok.
TikTok. That's how I got to know him actually. That's how I got in touch with Chef Bob. Thank you so much for doing this interview with us. We feel very honoured lah.
Apa ni? Nervous ni. Relax. Thank you for having me lah. Seriously, I'm honoured.
I think he got some food question.
Okay.
I want to ask about the bike lah.
Okay, can. Sure. Please go ahead.
So this is your bike, the Ducati Scrambler 62.
Correct. I thought it was pronounced 60-60, you know.
62.
Because the two behind, right?
Because what I know of is in the 1962, because that's when 1962 is when the Scrambler is born lah, so to speak lah. So that's when that's why they put this as Scrambler 1962 lah. Scrambler 62, sorry. Yes, correct.
You know lah, because Malay, right? If you want to make it a plural, you just put a two.
Very lazy.
Okay lah. So before Chef tell us the story about his bike, we're gonna give a bit of background about it.
Okay. Tracing back its roots to the original 1962 Ducati Scrambler, this modern interpretation called the Ducati Scrambler 62 was first launched in 2017. Equipped with modern technology with the performance and reliability to match, its design cues make it a retro-inspired machine. Engine is a Euro 4 compliant 399cc air-cooled 4-stroke Demonstratic 4-valve L-twin SOHC with fuel injection and a 6-speed manual transmission. In Singapore, as with any Ducati, the Scrambler 62 is rarely seen on the streets.
Alright guys, so shout out to our sponsor Liqui Moly.
Do check out their online store for awesome motorbike care related products.
Support us by clicking on the link below to view the range of products,
Or use our promo code upon checking out.
So Zah, when I first heard about this bike and I first read out about this bike, I'm surprised that Ducati actually has a Class 2A.
Yeah, that's why. In fact, I also got to know when we interviewed the Diavel.
Yes, correct.
When we featured the Diavel, the rider, the owner actually did mention that Ducati has a range of bikes that is within affordable budget. You know, all this while we've been thinking of Ducati Class 2, Ducati Class 2. Deep in, you must have deep pockets to own a Ducati, you know. But when he mentioned that Ducati has a range of Class 2A models, you know, I didn't know that they have the Scrambler, you know, the Scrambler in the 2A version.
I was surprised also lah that Ducati has a Class 2A bike, because I don't have a Class 2. So that's why I'm looking for a Class 2A that has not power, just have a Class 2A that can hold my weight lah.
But why this bike though?
Why this bike?
I think out of all the Class 2A bike out there,
there's a saying it's not we choose the bike choose us.
Is it?
Betul lah?
Maybe quite true.
No, because I have not been riding for 20 years. 20 years, because after I have a family I had a family like around 8 years ago lah. But before that I was a rider lah. My early years I always ride Scrambler or dirt bike lah. My last time my dirt bike was XR 400 and VR 350 lah. That one
legends,
raw power, that one raw power. So because I used to go off road and all, go to the Loyang track last time. Last time Loyang, you how old are you?
20.
20. This one you know.
31.
You
I'm 40.
40 our age. So you know about the Loyang track, So the Loyang track was a legend, bit. So those days, me and my friends go to the Loyang track and just whack our dirt bike lah. So as time goes by, matured, have a family, then think of safety. I always been a four-wheeler lah after that lah. But recently, after turn 41,
so this year you are 41.
I'm 41 right now. There's a midlife crisis, so to speak. So when the midlife crisis, I wanted to feel alive again, young again. So I cannot have a girlfriend. I cannot have another mistress to feel young again. No. So to feel young again, I cannot afford a Ferrari sports car. So I thought to myself, okay, right now I'm at a position where I can afford a bike lah. So that time I was finding for a bike like macam cafe racer lah. So I was looking at the XSR to 150, is it?
155.
155 XSR 155. Pasal dia punya shape nice babe. Very nice. The aesthetically sexy babe. So I tengok sexy babe, macam I want to buy that one lah. 155. So I try to go to the dealership and then I ask how much is it lah. So first hand was 14,000. I was like, my 14,000 for a 2B bike. Because of the COE sekarang is crazy. Correct, right?
Yeah.
So and then after that I also saw the CB, the other one Cafe Racer CB, the Honda apa?
CB 150R.
That one I think 175 is it? 175cc.
150.
150
Kawasaki 175.
I see. Oh yes, that one.
Kawasaki
But the
SC1.
Honda aesthetically not that as sexy, very bulky lah. Downstairs have my neighbour just bought the new one lah. So I see macam the price also around that range. I was like, I think not advisable or it's tak balik modal lah, so to speak lah.
Tak memadai lah.
Correct.
I mean the price and the type of the bike itself doesn't.
Correct. Doesn't tally lah.
Doesn't tally,
And then because I'm heavy, heavy, so one class 2B want to ride a 2B bike 155 macam macam itu, no power lah. I want to feel the power between my legs lah, so to speak lah. Okay, so look, go through carousel lah. Look see, and then it come as a recommendation. When we scroll algorithm lah, recommendation. I said, Ducati. Scrambler, Ducati got Scrambler. I didn't know. Before this, I didn't know Ducati has a Scrambler punya range lah. So tengok, alamak babe, sexy lah. After that cannot sleep. You understand what I mean? You understand what I mean?
I know what you mean.
You understand what I mean? So when I'm thinking about it and then go through Instagram post having the Ducati lah, and then go to YouTube see the Ducati macam alamak babe, tak boleh lah. So that's why this bike chose me. Then I was like macam go through it and then it's within my budget. So as history goes to saying that this bike chose me, then I was brought to this bike lah.
There it is.
There it is lah. So that's the story lah.
The seller, how much he want to sell you?
The seller that time was looking at the Scrambler. The peer price has slashed already. The seller before that, he was asking for 17,600. Then I see that he slashed already to 16,000. So 16,000 I see within my budget. So he has another 6 more years to the COE. Then I have to get it lah. So this is mine for 16k and Alhamdulillah, I've been very happy about it lah. But first must get approval from MHA. You married, right? Married. So you know MHA, right? Ministry of Home Affairs.
For me, before I got married, I tell my wife I'm riding.
Riding,
So make sure she must.
Correct. That one must have. Must have the blessing of the not only blessing, the approval of MHA. Right? So MHA say can, boleh, no problem. Okay lah. Then I bought this bike and the first person that I pillion is my son. So there's a bonding in it lah. So I also want to have this bike also to have that bonding with my son lah, because I had a bonding also last time together with my late father through the bike lah. So I can reminisce the good old times between me and my father when we ride bike lah. So and then now my family has their own helmet. My son has his own helmet. Dia punya helmet, you know, pays all the sticker lah, Pokemon lah. So he's very happy lah.
Yeah. It's a very interesting backstory to that.
Backstory lah.
How would you compare its performance compared to the previous bike that you have owned before?
Maybe rode before or test
Okay.
before.
The previous bike that I had, because I went overseas to JB, Tristan Park. Tristan, but that's the last time I went to have bike lah. That one was a Kawasaki 150. That one because it's a dirt bike lah, because whack lah. It's not my bike, so I just whack lah. It's not our bike, you can whack lah all the way inside the off-road lah. But let's say to want to compare apple to apple, the last time I had ride a bike of this stature is my XR400 lah. XR400 high, and then I have what's it called it? Because Scrambler or dirt bike is much more lighter. This one very heavy. This one I think around 340 kg. 300 kg or 300 pound, I don't know lah. The spec lah, but it's very heavy this one, because I want to try to wheelie. I tried to wheelie, cannot because it's very heavy. So that time I did a wheelie before with my XR400 and DR350. I have the picture lah, no, to prove it lah last time film So I did a wheelie and then I did a jump also, but this one is quite heavy. But the main thing is that this bike is very steady. Very steady. And when you ride a Ducati, you know lah, Ducati, you know.
So in terms of how would you describe its power, its performance?
Performance-wise, for me, I don't know the technical side of the specs lah. For me, it's just the throttle play lah. So when you have a throttle play, the best thing about this is the raw power lah. I like the raw power of the Scrambler lah.
So it's like instantaneous
lah. Dia punya throttle play macam
macam ada lagging lah.
No lagging. So macam shock lah, fun lah. But what I like also is because the rawness of the bike lah. Because I'm not fond of the road bike, like macam with fender and all. I like to have the raw cafe racer, scrambler type of bike lah. Yes.
In terms of agility, macam
maneuvering okay lah, steady. Because of the I think this one is a 150 tire. Is it 150 tire or 175 tire? The maneuverability is, to me, is okay lah. Because I am a safety rider, but also at point of time sometimes also we need to just play lah macam. But to me is the riding of in the coastal riding like that lah. Just gliding lah. Gliding must relax saja lah. So when you glide at idling at gear 5, just relax macam tu. At a certain what's it called?
Cruising at gear
Cruising. Sorry. Cruising speed. So when the cruising speed, just relax macam tu. That's when you feel macam calm lah. Although it's very loud, not so loud, but when you go through cruising mode, just relax lah. It's a rider thing lah, so to speak.
How about if vibration wise? I mean, at cruising, does it have a lot of vibrations?
Okay, that's a good question. Because that time when I ride the dirt bike at Tristan Park, when I ride a lot of vibration, correct or not, for dirt bike. So when a lot of vibration, my hand feels numb. My left hand especially, because we are the clutch so feels numb. But this one, it doesn't vibrate at all. It's just cruising macam it's clean, very very smooth. So it's raw but smooth. So you get best of both worlds lah. To me, I don't know lah, but for me it's best of it. Fun having this bike. Very very fun.
The way you describe is like there's a lot of love for this.
I mean, this is like our MHA, but she never talk back.
She everything okay.
Correct. Okay bro, you whack I just follow macam for MHA or wife or what significant other, we talk, they talk back. Pep. But this one pep through the exhaust. Our wife pep through the mouth. So
they encourage you to get married lah.
yeah. Still. But man, I mean, it's something that we as a rider, although I'm a four-wheeler for 20 plus years, but to have a bike is something to have the bond with your machine lah, so to speak lah. Yeah lah, but although that time when I bought, I need to go for the Desmo servicing. That's why I just learned also. Desmo servicing is quite expensive lah, so to speak lah. Then
what Desmo is servicing?
Desmo servicing is he does all the tuning lah. Because this engine needs to tune. I don't know about all the technical side. I just go through Google and I see, you need to go for Desmo servicing after 10,000 km. Then after that you need to go for Desmo servicing every 4,000 km. So that's the only thing lah. Because as you know, Ducati is very fragile. So to speak lah, very fragile. And the one that turned off about Ducati is the servicing is quite expensive. Tu je. Because if let's say I never buy this bike, if let's say I have a class 2, I would like to ride a Harley Davidson Sportster. Sportster, the riding position, you know lah. When cruising, the riding position macam shock a bit. But after this, I think I'm going to take a class 2 to see lah, to have a dream.
I wonder how people will react when they saw you.
No lah, I mean, it's not about the head turning point, but it's just to feel it when you ride the bike, you know that it just you need to be unison with each other lah, together with the machine lah, so to speak lah. Even if let's say I ride a Honda or I ride a Yamaha, but it's just you have the relationship with the machine itself. I tell you, with my car and this one, it's different punya treatment.
Every rider can attest to this.
Different treatment. Seriously, my car macam mana pun haprak pun never go. Let's say go through rain or what, rain or shine, never go for car wash for 3-4 months, no problem. But this one, if let's say 2 weeks never wash, you feel dirty. You understand? I don't know, seriously. So the treatment between a two-wheeler and a four-wheeler is totally different.
Yes, I agree.
Seriously, So I mean, I don't know whether I'm alone or not, but I don't know whether out there you have a two-wheeler and four-wheeler, the treatment is the same or different. But for me, it's totally different. I don't know lah. I much more pay attention to my two-wheeler than my four-wheeler. So I don't know. Maybe it's a universal thing or maybe it's a mud thing. Mud motor, mud rempet.
Let's talk about the accessories on this bike
Okay.
now. Other than the quad lock, is the sliders already come with the bike?
Okay. Whatever you see here is all here.
Oh, it's all here.
I never touch on the
change
aesthetic of it lah. I just want to maintain like this because certain people ask me to change the high band to low. Because to have a cafe racer feel. But wait, old man lah. Old man, you know, pinggang very important. You understand? If let's say I bungkuk like that, alamak tak boleh habis. You need to be have a riding position of straight position.
You want to cook like that?
Pinggang, you know, our pinggang are very important when you are married, especially you're 40. So the riding position to me is just nice. Macam itu relax, just relax macam itulah. Apart from accessories, nothing. All here is all bought is already like this.
How tall are you actually?
I'm 170, 171.
So it's comfortable for you?
Comfortable. I would love if let's say this one have to be higher. Higher, so to feel the dirt bike punya feel lah. But I asked my mechanic that time when I go for Desmo servicing, I asked, can go higher or not? He said better not change the height because Scrambler bike, Ducati bike, all the height and all you don't change to whatever your requirement. Because it will screw up with the riding position, it will screw up with everything of the holistically of the machine itself lah.
Because I think they engineer in a way whereby you're supposed to be, the seat is supposed to be this way, that way.
I think so. Yeah, because they have their own R&D team to do all this, you know. So I see a lot of YouTube bike also that they never change the height of the bike also. Whatever they change is just change the accessories of it lah.
The aesthetic
part lah, aesthetic, but not the internal part lah. Yeah. But only thing if let's say I have extra cash to change is the exhaust itself.
Exhaust.
Exhaust system. This one I think so have lah, but illegal or illegal I don't know lah. But to me the sound needs to be like macam macam itu, not like tang. You understand?
So does the stock suspension can it mendak tak? Is it very draggy or bog you down?
To me no, because I ride with my wife before. My wife also heavy, I heavy. So when we ride together, it feels steady lah. It feels steady. But that time when I went for the Desmo servicing, okay, the fork the front fork need to service also. So they say okay, this the fork is very soft. So when they service in all servicing the fork itself cost me around $500.
Wow.
So this one is not inverted fork lah. Normal fork lah. So to me macam is a eye opener. I know that this kind of bike Ducati needs to have more tender loving care lah. So you need to have not deep pockets but some savings put aside every month to just service your bike lah. Something like that lah.
How big is the petrol tank and how far can you ride with this?
That one I don't know how big the petrol tank, but how far?
Is it a gas guzzler you think?
I don't think so. Because full tank that time because I'm a weekend rider I don't ride this every day. So I ride as and when I feel like riding lah. So to me full tank can last me around 3 weeks to 1 month lah because of the frequency of me riding the bike lah. If let's say if the daily usage might be more, but I don't know. I never check on that also.
I see. Never mind, we see that.
No problem. Tengok the question. Tengok the question.
Okay.
Well, according to specs, it says 4.6 liter for 100 kilometers, and then it's a 14 liter tank. 14 liter tank, so there were about about 300 kilometer.
300 kilometer full tank Oh, bagus bagus.
Okay, not too bad.
Bagus. Yes, good.
Considering that now that you own a Ducati, does and you being a chef, now do you weigh your ingredients in kilograms or kati?
Kati is 70, 60, 70, you don't know.
Apa pula ancient tadi?
So but For my weighing is still metric lah. Metric. Follow the metric kilogram or gram lah. Kati is only my 2 kati in between my legs lah.
See, every Ducati must have joke once.
Mesti lah. But when you ride a Ducati, the feeling is different lah. I don't know lah. The feeling is totally different. Babe. When you ride a Ducati, I feel the much more not pride, but much more macam that feeling lah. Not to say proud or what lah, but just the feeling of riding a Ducati. Because those days when I was younger, when I was riding my what's it called, dirt bike the one that I really admire Ducati is the Ducati Monster 916. Dia punya engine dia punya idling, when you heard and they tang that one when they idling mode tang when they whack, still remember babe. So the Ducati macam there's a perception of the Ducati was very macam stylo babe. But to me, if let's say like I said lah, if I have more and if I have a class 2, I would love to ride Harley Davidson lah.
Okay, once you get your Harley Davidson, you tell us.
Yeah, of course. It's nothing to do with pride or what it's just a lifestyle lah babe. You know lah, riding is a lifestyle babe. That's why, because before I wanted to buy this also, I was thinking also, if let's say I wanted to buy also a Cup Chai. Because it's a lifestyle babe. Before that also, I also ride a Honda Wave last time. During my early days as a cook I ride a Honda Wave. That's one of the best days of my life because $8 tank full tank $8 can last you around 2 weeks. So Honda Wave was one of the earlier bikes yes.
Yes, we can say that doesn't matter what you ride lah.
Yeah, doesn't matter what
happy can already.
Precisely, babe. Precisely, and the amount of care you put into the 2-wheeler is totally different with the 4-wheeler. I don't know why.
You know, Chef, just now you mentioned that you went to the Desmo and the Fog servicing. Where you went to actually?
That place is not Wens not Wens, but I think nama dia siapa So SG Motors, 8 Kaki Bukit. He specialised in all the Ducati. It's much more cheaper than when you go to the ni lah. Wens dia mesti
official.
Yalah, dia punya official lah.
Official dealership always usually they will use all the original parts lah. And also dia punya servicing the workmanship is the one that is very expensive. So for this one SG Motors I call them, message them, they say okay, come here, and then they take a look at my bike. They really go through me what I need to service and all. Then I think because I'm still virgin on that on servicing a Ducati, so his servicing is quite good lah. And after service is the one that he call me, message me, hey bro, how's your bike, okay or not? Is there anything we can do or not? Then the after service lah. SG Motors very good lah, very good.
So Chef, I know it's been 2 months you've been riding this bike but have you ever heard of like any problems, or do you come across any issues with the bike so far?
So far no, babe. So far no.
Anything that you read off the internet?
Never. I didn't come across also. I don't want to know also. But if let's say you know of, let me know. Ada the problem.
Tak tahu because the reason why we make this video series is to actually educate riders out there who interested in a particular model of bike, the nitty-gritty details of owning the bike.
I see. I see.
You know, if you see other videos, they will talk about specs. Nothing about the ownership of the bike, the nitty-gritty details, the details of it.
For me, it's good lah. This bike is good, but its only thing is quite heavy. That's it. Because when you know lah, when you want to go down the slope, right, to especially car park, you don't want to throttle lah, correct? You always put on neutral, go down the slope, and until the first floor kan. But this one, when you go down the slope, you cannot go to the end, the other slope bro. That's why it's quite heavy. Dia punya gliding,
ada punya momentum
dia stop tak sampai it doesn't reach the next slope for me to go down. So I need to go to gear 1 and just engage gear 1, throttle a bit, baru boleh. So the only thing about this, the one that setback is quite heavy for a class 2A 400cc punya spec lah. Quite heavy. So I think for Super 4 also is, I don't know the weight. Heavy lah. But the gliding is quite okay lah. I don't know lah. That one to me, this one, that's the only thing is quite heavy lah.
I'm really interested because I know that in the beginning of your career you are actually big size. What did you do to reduce your weight to this size? And then I mean, in terms of your diet, what exercising plan? Because I just
big.
Okay.
yeah, because I also want to.
I mean,
I also
I've always been a fat kid lah, so to speak. I've always been big since young lah. So I was obese, and then the first time I lost weight that time was during national service. I was like 18 or 19 lah. So I was 164 kilo going to NS. I lose around 54 kilos. I lost weight excessively 4 cycle. So when after NS I go back into the industry, got to go cook nice food, eat nice food, then you balloon back lah. Fast forward to today because I have my son, my son Umar. When I get married after get married, you no need to tackle anybody else, right? So you let loose. Your wife also my wife also is a chubby chaser. So she like me when I was fat lah. So very big lah. So I don't have that motivation to really have a healthier lifestyle, to lose weight like that. So the only one that really makes me want to lose weight, to have a healthier lifestyle, have a healthy life is my son. Because once I have my son, I wanted to take care of him. I want to see him grow old. So I told myself, okay, I cannot do this. So I tell myself, okay, that's it. I need to lose weight. So what I did is also go through the gastric sleeve surgery. There's a gastric sleeve surgery that suppress my eating habits. So from there also you cannot just go to the surgery and do nothing. So you need to have a healthier lifestyle, eat moderately, okay, and also do a lot of exercise lah. So I did HIIT training, is high intensity interval training. I do Muay Thai, I do boxing, and then I do go through what's it called, Spartan race and all. So keep myself busy, keep myself active lah, so to speak for the sake of my family, for the sake of taking care of my son lah. As you know, when we are obese, it comes with the complication of a lot of health complication lah when you're obese lah. So we need to take care of ourselves because we are the protector of our family. So we need to take care of family. How we want to take care of our family if let's say we never take care of ourselves? So I tell myself, brother, please, enough is enough. Okay, so that I tell myself that that's the day, I think 6 years ago, I changed and I say I cannot be like this. So I changed myself. Then I am where I am right now lah. And also when I'm like this also, when I ride the Ducati also, is quite nice lah. Sacok lah. Tapi the tire still big, no problem lah. Thunder tires lah. So I mean,
sama
so that's it lah. So I mean, we as a family member, head of family, we need to take care of ourselves lah.
Final 2 questions.
Yes.
When you riding around with this, you get a lot of looks. Then are people surprised that, Chef Bob riding bikes, you know? I thought usually celebrity like to ride car or something like that.
When I ride, I use the what's it called, visor lah. Not visor. What's it called?
Face mask.
No, face mask. Face mask.
Face mask.
So when I use face mask also, people can recognize me. I don't understand. Through my eyes Chef Bob, kepala otak kau mana kau boleh nampak? Just through my eyes they can see my son. So I mean, I just not, because when I ride, it's not to this one to attract attention lah. But the attention will come to you when it's Ducati. It's not me.
Definitely.
It's not me. They will see the bike first, then they see the rider. You understand or not? So I try to just lay low when I just ride lah. But you cannot lay low when you ride a Ducati lah,
right.
so to speak lah. When you ride a Ducati or you ride a Harley or even you ride a touring bike also, you cannot lay low because of the aesthetic of it, because of the sound, because of the, I don't know, it's just the attention seeking thing about a bike lah, so to speak lah. So I cannot run away lah.
So would you want to bring this, I mean, once the borders are open, you can travel freely, would you like to travel further with?
Obviously lah. The first thing I wanted to do is go through JB and wash the bike at JB lah. I am planning to put a sidecar. Yes, a sidecar on my Ducati Scrambler. Yes, of course.
Wow, here?
Yes. So I do research. to put a sidecar, you cannot go highway.
Correct.
Cannot go highway, and you need to only 70 km/h. So I search around. Okay, I search around. I found a place that can do a sidecar that can dismantle. What's the name of it? What's the technical thing of it?
Detachable.
Detachable sidecar. So that one later on, if let's say I put a sidecar, we can do another episode.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine you in the gentleman, what
Oh, gentleman Uzan.
Distinguished gentleman ride.
In front.
No, wait. Why I want to have a sidecar? Okay, is because of I wanted to bond with my son. Yes, the bonding lah. It's not about anything else. Not about attention seeking or whatever. To have a sidecar is to have a bond with my son, because there's a bike here. Yes, the others ice cream that one.
Correct.
We have a sidecar. So my son say, Baba, you see, so nice. Can I have that one? Can you buy that one? I said, okay. The plan is to get this first, and then to get the sidecar later. Because I used to have a cooking show called Chef Scooter, if you can remember lah.
Yeah.
So that time also I was like, I think I was 27 years old. So that's Chef Scooter, but the scooter is not mine lah. It's a rental lah. So there's a relationship between me and a sidecar bike lah. So to speak. So I have a plan to do a sidecar this one. So please keep a lookout first on this show first lah, with Farhan lah.
See first
Yes.
I mean, I'm not surprised because in the US, Harley Davidsons with sidecars.
Correct. That's why. And then that time I wanted to because I go on Google also with sidecar bike. It's Ural bike.
Ural.
But Ural don't have a what's it called, agent in Singapore. Because the Ural is the sidecar is at the right side. For Singapore we need to have on the left side.
Because we ride on the left.
Yes, correct. Ural on the right side. So Ural bike sidecar, because why? Their sidecar also has a motor. You understand? The wheel also has a motor by itself. So you can reverse with the Ural bike. If let's say you can find a Ural bike in Singapore, you please go do a vlog, mate.
Inshallah.
Ada. There are people who directly import the Ural bike
Just for collection.
Yeah, no, for their own use
okay.
But it's illegal lah. Because of the specs, specs different specs.
Okay, understand. It's not claim LTA.
Yeah, correct. So hopefully, inshallah, if I can earn, I can afford this one, I would love to have the detachable sidecar.
Sorry lah, chef. The only sidecar that I like on a bike is the ice cream.
What?
Ice cream sidecar.
Ice cream sidecar. Yes, RXK. RXK sidecar. Legend. Serious. So I really would love to have this with a sidecar. I don't care what people say, Ducati with sidecar. No, I don't care. It's just for me to have a bonding time with my son. That's it. And it's also safe lah. If let's say you ride with a sidecar with your son, it's quite safe.
Three-wheel.
Three-wheel. Yes, correct. And you will be much more careful when you ride with a sidecar lah.
Who would you recommend this bike for?
Who would I recommend for?
What kind of rider would you recommend this bike for?
For me, is for people who love heavy metal music. I mean, those who like to have a raw feel of it, not the prim and proper. Raw feel, and also for those who are into midlife crisis, like myself, and you can own yourself the Ducati. Please go ahead, and I think this is one of the is a good purchase on my side lah. It's something that I am proud of myself to have a Ducati bike lah. Okay. So for people, I think 40 years old, then for people who macam sarap lah. You understand tak? Macam sengit. Want to have that raw feel raw feel.
You know, chef, that reminds me of another celebrity who actually got a Ducati Scrambler.
Who?
Gurmeet Singh.
Really? Gurmeet Singh has a good Ducati Scrambler?
Yes.
Wow, amazing.
You know, Ducati got feature him on the Facebook page.
Wow, okay. I understand. But for me, I just want to be low profile, but cannot be low profile when you're in TikTok, babe. So that time I put my bike on TikTok already. Wow, everybody say, hey, chef, that's the beauty about two-wheelers, babe. Two-wheelers have this type of bonding. I don't know. Hey, let's go riding together. Seriously, riding together. There's not much about macam geng motor no more already, right? So it's just about the bonding of having a bike and ride together. There's Kapcai can ride together with touring bike lah, with Harley Davidson. Although Harley Davidson have their own chapters and all, but Harley Davidson also they there's a follower of mine and say, hey chef, come ride with us with the Harley team. I say, oh Okay. So I was like, it's a surprise lah. It's a kind of a feel good thing lah, to have this kind of bonding together with like-minded people who likes to ride lah.
So chef, thank you so much for coming out to do this review with us. You see guys, we did it. We did this interview with Chef Bob, you know.
I mean, we will love to have more celebrities who ride
Please.
bikes to come into our show. You know?
Who do you know that you?
I only know Gemit Singh only.
Gemit Singh only,
Who else?
That's all.
I don't know.
Yeah, still,
Maybe you guys out there, if you know any of those local celebrities who ride motorbike, maybe you can like
Comment below.
hint them, you know, get them to be featured in our video. That would be so cool, man.
You don't need that. My family, my auntie, they love you. I always see you on TV.
No lah,
6 o'clock always got your
Allah.
show on
The most
6 o'clock Surya.
most important thing is although we are in the limelight need to relax, stay humble lah. Stay humble, relax lah, and how to say motivate each other to do well lah. That's it. Yeah.
Very encouraging.
And ride safely.
Yalah. And that's it for the vlog. Any riders want to review their bike with us, do get in touch with us on our social media pages below.
Okay, if you have anything else to comment or any feedback or suggestion, just put them in the comment section below. There's Ducati riders out there, if you like this video, you know, like and share, okay, like and share this video with your riding kakis, and don't forget to subscribe. As a token of appreciation, with courtesy of Liquid Moly, we would like to present this additive shooter for Chef Bob, right?
What does this do?
It's supposed to be increase the engine performance. You just add into the
Fuel?
petrol tank. Yes.
Petrol tank?
Yes.
So ni boleh boost lah?
Boleh
pergi
boost
lah?
So boleh wheelie lah.
Pom-pom lah? Pom-pom.
Dia pom-pom naik atas.
Naik lagi ya? Tu nak ada fire shoot lah dekat depan ni.
And don't forget to support us and our awesome sponsor Liquid Moly, right? And check out their whole range of product on their online store, and then use our promo code for more discounts.
Yeah, and also in a way you support us also lah. And that's it for the vlog, and we will see you in the next one.